How's it going, everybody? RyeSquad here today, and we are back with your Columbus Blue Jackets here in the postseason, ready to get it underway in episode number 11 here, guys. And in the last one, our coach is in a bit of a scandal, but we are still investigating, as you guys suggested in the comment section. We're going to let it ride out through the playoffs, and then after the playoffs, I think we're going to fire him. We probably will come to that conclusion, but I can't say anything yet. But right now, I don't know what to say. But I can say thank you for all the support on this series, guys. It's been so much fun. Things have been busy, but I still, with all the support in the comments and love from you guys, want to keep producing more content for you. So make sure to leave a like. Can we get to 10 likes on this episode? And we're also on the road to 4,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe if you are new and enjoying the series. But our first opponent in this year's postseason will be the Montreal Canadiens. We were the second, we won the Metro, and we were the second seed in the East, which means the Canadiens are the #1 wildcard team. So taking a look at Montreal, it's not a bad team with Suzuki and Caulfield at all. It's just, it does start to fall off a little bit. You know, I mean, the second line's good. Farrell and then Anderson. I mean, that's not bad with Mike Amadio. Don't know how I would say that, but it's not a bad squad by any stretch, but I don't think it's elite, and I think I would give us the edge in forwards. And then as far as defensively, I mean, they're pretty good all around, right? They've got Jeffrey Knights here, this 20-year-old medium elite defenseman with an insane offensive category. How does he do with points? Not great, but he's plus 20, so holy smokes, Jeffrey Knights is an up-and-coming stud. And then in goal, they've got Fleury and Mrazek, so if there's anywhere that we could... Wow, they have so much talent. So, but if there's anywhere where you could really take advantage, it's the fact that we've got Askarov and they've got Fleury, right? Nothing against Fleury, but at this stage of his career, it's just not where it needs to be. But as you guys can see, similar forward cores. I think our forward core first line is a little bit better than theirs. Second line is pretty even. Third line, it'd give us a little edge. And then fourth line is pretty negligible, so we get the edge there. Defensively, I think it's pretty comparable. They're a little bit deeper, but we have a little bit more top-end talent. And then in goal, we easily get I'd lean it our way in this one. But here we go, guys. Let's get it underway. Game 1 of the playoffs. Not going to change anything else. I really like the way the team is played and the lines, so let's get into it. First period of game number 1, we are down 2-1. Line A took the lead, but Caulfield and Whitecloud scoring on Askarov. After 2, it's 4-3. Kapanen made it a 3-1 game. Goudreau scored to make it 3-2. Slavkovsky scored to make it 4-3 or 4-2, and then Kent Johnson on the power play. And in the third period, we do come back with Pius Suter scoring on the fourth line, and the shots are heavily in our favor. Can we get it done? Is Fleury going to be able to manage in the overtime? He cannot. Anthony Beauvillier is going to score that overtime winner. We love to see that. I can't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure I gave Beauvillier an extension, and I think he might have signed it. Beauvillier, yes, he did. He got a $200,000 pay bump for the next 2 years, so I'm fine with that. And I'm happy to have him, right? He's been one of those guys that I signed him in free agency, and he's just produced ever since he's been here, and that's a big-time overtime win. That is huge for us. Game number 2 on home ice. We need to win our home games. That's what I always say. Win our home games. You got the home ice advantage. Get that last change. You win them, and you're in a good spot, especially if you are the higher seed, which we are. So in the first period, we keep it rolling. This is a heavy goal-scoring series so far. 4 periods, a lot of goals so far. 5-4 in the last one, 3-2 at the end of one in this one. Chinikov, Marchenko, and Severson, but Caulfield and Farrell scoring for the Canadiens. In the second period, Chinikov scores yet again, and Alexander Tessier scoring from that bottom 6 with just 8 seconds left. Feeling good about this one. We're going to close it out the first period with no goals in this series, and we're going to get out of here with a 5-2 victory. Another almost 40-shot performance, so we are pumping shots on Marc-Andre Fleury, and I think that's a great strategy. You know, for whatever our coach has got into, I think he's got the boys playing the way I want them to play right now, which is the important part. But we are on the road now. We got a chance to go up by 3, take a commanding lead in this series. Can we get it done? First period, up 1-0. Kent Johnson on the power play. Beautiful. Second period, nothing scored in that one. And in the third period, we score 4. It's Line A. Doc cuts it back to 1, but then Line A again, Kent Johnson again, and Boone Jenner. So 5-1 victory there. We are up 3-0 in this series. I may jump in. I may not jump in. I don't want to waste it, but I also don't want to waste your time. And I also don't want to, like, you know, get into a situation where I don't jump in, we're up by 1, we lose, and then all of a sudden the next 2 games we're down by 5 going into the 3rd or something like that. So I may have to jump in. But we've got game 4 with the commanding lead right now. Can we take care of business? In the first period, it's 2-0 Montreal. Okay, so Shea and Amadio. Okay, are those? No, Amadio's their third-line center. Shea is a defenseman. In the second period, we score just 1, as well as Montreal scoring just 1. We're down by 2. I'm going to let this one go. Probably in the next one, I will decide if we want to jump in, but for now, I think I'm okay. And in the third period, Marchessault is going to score and Boqvist scores, so we couldn't quite come back in this one. A 4-2 victory for the Montreal Canadiens. And to be expected, right? Their backs are against the wall on home ice. They don't want to be eliminated on home ice. I can understand that. And now we have a chance coming back to Columbus to take this series 4-1 in Game 5. This might be one I do end up jumping in because I don't want to mess around with the sim too much. First period, it's 0-0. Okay. Second period, it's 3-1 Montreal with 3 straight... Every goal this period was a power play goal. The refs are not putting their whistles away. We're down by 2. I'm going to jump in and see if we can come back in this one and win it. I'm going to see if I can close out the series because I don't want it to get to a 3-2 series. Last thing I need is this thing going to 6 or 7 here. I'd like to end it in Game 5. 3-2 makes me a little bit nervous. I don't want to see them come back, and this is it. I'm down by 2. I need to score some goals. I need to win this game. Let's shorten the bench, just like the coach wants to. And here we go. Kent Johnson versus Suzuki on the faceoff here to start the third. We lose it. Cole Caulfield gets it to Matheson. Matheson to Suzuki. Suzuki gets nudged off the puck. We'll go up to Johnson. Johnson turns. He's not quite around his man. Now he is. Kent Johnson now around his man. We get into the zone. We're going to go down and around behind the net. We got Johnny Gaudreau now. Johnny Gaudreau will go back to the point. Boqvist, take the shot. Johnson on the rebound there. Fleury didn't corral it. That's what I was hoping. I saw Johnson sitting there. It fell exactly like I wanted to, but Johnson couldn't get his stick on it and put it home with Fleury right there. Kirill Marchenko is throwing the body. Him and Fantilli. Nice to see us being physical in the playoffs, which is something that I was a little worried about, but we do have a good combination of players. It's not just all skill and whatnot. Werenski, let's go over to Boqvist. Boqvist, shoot low. Gaudreau's there. Full pressure's on. Fleury covers it. But we got 27 seconds of full pressure to go for us. And this is one where this series with this starting line, wow, look at the points. Johnny Gaudreau with 8 points. Kent Johnson with 6, but Johnny Hockey, 8 points, and this is Game 5. Let's see if we can win the faceoff. We do win it back. Johnny Gaudreau goes to Boqvist. Boqvist shoots low. Johnson's there. He catches it off the rebound, and that's exactly what we were looking for. Traffic in front. We find a way through. It falls to Johnson's stick, and he puts it home. It actually bounced off his chest. The rebound was going to be directed to the corner, but Johnson, in the right spot at the right time, does put it home. And then you can see Boqvist, the shot here. I mean, nobody's on Johnson. He was going to blocker that to the corner. Johnson, it hits him right in the glove, falls right to his stick, and easy as you like, puts it into the empty cage. And just like that, we're back within 1, and Johnny Gaudreau now has another point, so that's 9 points for him in this postseason. We still have line 1 out there, which is awesome. Johnny Gaudreau, let's see it. He doesn't get around his man, but he does get it deep, which is good to see. Matheson goes behind his net, but Kapanen picks it up after the poke check from Kent Johnson goes. Knights is going to get it out, but no further than center ice, where Patrick Laine can now bring it back into the zone for us. Can we go to Johnny Gaudreau? The puck is in front. It's there. Werenski can't keep it in the zone. I'm a little bit disappointed he couldn't. We'll go up there to Johnny Gaudreau. Let's see if he can make something happen while we're on the line change. We're going to go down and around, actually, to Kirill Marchenko. There he is. We're going to go back to the point to Werenski. Over to Boqvist. Boqvist, shoot. The shot gets blockered into the corner yet again. This time, nobody's there to pick up the rebound. But Marchenko does keep that puck in. Kirby Dach now. The forecheck, guys. We are buzzing on the forecheck right now. Matheson, they can't really get out too far out of their own zone. They do finally break it into our zone for the first time. Askarov makes the save. We're going to pass that thing out. We got Kirill Marchenko streaking. We're going to go across now. Oh, nope, just kidding. We're going to lose the puck. Boqvist now. Go up to Fantilli. Fantilli, get around your man. Fantilli, protect the puck. And I went to go back to the point, but Farrell is there. Amadio is now coming into the zone. The puck loose into the corner. It's going to be lost and shot by Farrell, I should say. I thought he lost it, but he didn't quite lose it. We'll go up to Casey Middlestat. I wasn't going to squeak through there. That's one that would be insane if we did, but we couldn't. And just with 7 minutes to go, we need to score another goal. I'm talking like this thing is tied. We gotta get some offense going here. Reinbacher brings it in. Anderson gets the shot low. Rebound out to the slot, but Chinakov's there to pick it up. Let's go back into the middle here. We'll shoot. Fantilli can't get the rebound, though. Amadio's there. He's going to pass that over to Reinbacher. Reinbacher carries it around. He's going to find Marchessault. Marchessault steps past his man. Marchessault into the zone, gets nudged off the puck. Boone Jenner chops that away from beautiful. Severson, go up to Chinikov. There we go. Chinikov, get around your man. Brady Shea, poked at the blue line. Can't pick it up there on the cut to the power move to the front of the net. There for Chinikov. He dives for it. Can't get it. Boone Jenner now on Brady Shea. Can't get that thing to go. Jirasek, standing where he was unable to get it. Good defense there from Fantilli. Caulfield is going to get his pass blocked by, I believe, Askarov that was. Fantilli now. We only have 30 seconds to go. Fantilli, find Line over to Boone Jenner. It's there in front. Fantilli, get there. Guys, why are we backing off? What are we doing playing this trap? Marchessault gets it. It's going to be picked up by Kent Johnson. Kent Johnson with 15 seconds left. Oh, Werenski was there. All right. We got a little bit of time. We just have 10 seconds. We're going to go ahead and pick that thing up. Goudreau with 6 seconds to go. Goudreau in tight. It's going to be stopped. Knights is there. Knights with the puck. He's going to dump it out, and we can't get it done. Jumping in. We had the chances. We didn't. I mean, 10-2 in shots, but we really only had that one chance. They really shut it down, and it's 3-2, and I can't jump into a game anymore. I cannot jump into a game against the Montreal Canadiens as we've gotten back-to-back L's, only scoring 2 goals, when in this series we were absolutely dominant on offense. Heading back for a Game 6 in Montreal, this is starting to get worrisome. But after 1, Johnny Gaudreau comes in clutch and Askarov shuts it down. After 2, we're up 3-1. Pius Suter shorthanded, Anthony Beauvillier, but Roy scoring for them. And in the third period, we score 2 more and we're moving on. Whew, okay. All right, that one, that Game 6 was not as stressful as it could have been, but man, I almost blew it there. Not being able to come back in that one game that I was able to jump into. And there we go. The NHL round 1 is over. Round 2, the New York Islanders. Interesting, a division opponent. Taking a look at the New York Islanders. How did they do during the regular season? This will give us a little bit of a sneak peek to how this series will play. They don't score a ton, but they also, I mean, they were negative in their goals for and goals against. -3 on the season. They don't have a good power play, and they have a pretty poor penalty kill. I believe we did play them once before, but we'll see what their lines are specifically now, and I think we are the better team. Now, of course, we'll see how the playoffs, it's wild, it's weird, but I definitely think we are the better team. If they're going to play like that over a long stretch, I don't know. They got Horvat, Barzal, and Bunting. Lee, Pajot, Wallstrom. I mean, it really does start to fall off pretty fast. I'd give us the strong edge on the first line. Second line, I'm giving us the edge because Wallstrom's not as good as Fantilli or Marchenko. Third line, I'm giving us a major edge, and the fourth line is the fourth line. I'd give us an edge there too. Defensively, they got Pelech, Pulock, and Dobson. They get the edge there just for having the elite talent. But as far as depth, I think I'll give us a little nod there. So they're going to win the defensive category, but I'd say it's pretty close because we got that depth. And then in goal, they've got Ilya Sorokin, who can easily steal them a game. They went to Game 7 and won in the last series. I don't know who they played the Washington Capitals, who were a pretty decent team last year. So Ovi couldn't get it done. The Islanders, I mean, that's a pretty okay matchup. That's not like 2 heavyweights going back and forth. But it doesn't matter now because all that matters is who's going to win 4 of the next 7. And let's jump into it. Game 1 on home ice. I'm not making any line changes. No need to. First period, it's 1-1. Beauvillier scoring against his former team and Thomas Tatar scoring for them. Second period, we are up 3-1 now with Johnny Gaudreau continuing to be hot and Alexander Tessier there adding from the depth. And in the third period, we add one more. Chinikov on Sorokin, a 4-1 victory in game number 1. You love to see a strong performance, not like 7-8-0, right? Like that feels fluky, but a 4-1 performance, you know, that kind of just, it feels strong, right? Like you can bank on that progressing as we go throughout this series. Either way, we got to carry it forward here into game number 2 of round number 2. So let's get it going. First period, it's 1-1 again. This time they score first with Pacioretty and Zach Werenski. Not a guy who scores a ton of goals, but he pops up with one here. Second period, it's 3-2. Barzal scores first for them, but Line and then Chinikov on the power play. Shots are pretty even, but we do have the edge, obviously. 3-2 going into the third. We should close this one out. Come on, Askarov. I'm counting on you. In the third, Askarov blows it, and Horvat, Pelech, and then empty netter from Wahlstrom. So a 5-3 loss there due to the New York Islanders. We can't be letting the New York Islanders score 5 goals. They've scored 6 this series. We've scored 7. I guess that's kind of how the Islanders are going to go, right? They're not going to score a ton, but they also kind of want to keep it. They want to keep the games tight. They want to win off of a bounce or whatever, right? So I think that's what we're going to have to be mindful of. We need to capitalize on our opportunities when we have them, things like power plays and whatnot. We need to score when we get that opportunity. But in a tied series, we're heading to Long Island. First period says no goals scored. Okay, I feel like that I would rather trust ourselves in a firefight, in a shootout against the Islanders rather than playing into their defensive style of hockey. But it's good if we come out on top in this one. It's good to see that we can do both. Second period, we led up to as Horvat and Bunting scoring on Askarov, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Not a lot of shots for either team in either period. And now they got 2. So we need to capitalize on opportunities. We need to come back or we risk going behind in the series. We do not come back. We get completely shut out. 4-0 victory for them. Fantilli with a -3. Marchenko and Middlestat. That second line getting absolutely bodied there. And there's a guy that I haven't heard much from. Is Casey Middlestat. I haven't heard almost anything from him here in this postseason. Same thing with Fantilli. Taking a look, Fantilli's a -7, Middlestat's a -7, Marchenko's a -9. Fantilli's got 3 assists. I'm going to flip-flop these guys. I'm going to play Boone Jenner up there. He's a +7. The third line is dominant. We're going to see if we can kind of... maybe I move Fantilli down too. Maybe Middlestat stays up. Yeah, maybe Fantilli goes down. The youngster, he's only got 82 poise. We'll see the poise here from Boone Jenner. Yeah, and Chinikov's 80-something poise. I think I'll do that. Beauvillier, Middlestat, Chinikov, and then Fantilli, Jenner, Marchenko. I think I'll make that one change. Moving up to guys that are a bit more experienced, guys that I can lean on a bit more in the postseason. I don't know how much poise actually affects things. I know it's been talked about as something that affects the postseason, but we'll see. But we need to bounce back in a big way here. We need to steal one on the road. Then we'll be fine. Then it's a best out of 3. Let's go get it. We can't afford to fall down 3-1 in the series. Get an early power play. Got to capitalize on it. First period. We are unable to do so, but the shots are encouraging. Second period. It's 2-1 for the Islanders. We can't afford to fall down 3-1 in this series. Barzal and Dobson with Beauvillier scoring. So if we can tie the series at 2 apiece, that'll be huge. I mean, we're dominating this game. I'm not going to jump in. I'm going to trust our boys to get it done. And in the third period, they do not. Roslovic scores 1, and Orensky, it's pretty pointless to score that one. And we lose 3-2, down 3-1 now in the series. We really, our back's against the wall, right? The scoring's not quite there anymore, but I wonder, I didn't, and of course now I can't go back and check the box score because why would I want to check historic box scores? Yay. But I wonder how those line changes affected things there. It just, we were close, but the firepower wasn't quite there. Big one. I might have to jump into this one depending on what the score is going into the third. But here we go. First period, it's 1-1. Okay, Pajot scoring, but Line scoring right before the intermission. That one, that could spark us. Second period, it does not spark us. Do I jump in and get it done? Do I slow sim and jump in maybe later? I think I'm going to... Okay, I'm jumping in. Barzal scoring in 50 seconds. Less than that, actually. And now we're down by 1 going into the third, and it's a must-win game. Absolute must-win game. And, our offense is so good. 96. Our goalie's an 87. Yeah, because they have Sorokin. But I'm going to shorten the bench again. And we're going to see if we can come back in this one. We're at home. We got to live to fight another day. Kent Johnson now on Pulock. He's going to skate into his own zone with it. Pelech now with the puck. He's going to get knocked off of him. Barzal finds Horvat. Horvat now skates in. We tried to nudge Horvat, but nothing is happening. Askarov is going to make that save. Horvat, that's about I would expect that save 9 times out of 9. Not 9 out of 10, right? If it was 9 out of 10, I'd still be worried. That's got to be a save every time. I don't know why I said 9. But anyway, Bo Horvat is apparently killing it for the New York Islanders. But here we go. We get the face-off win, and we'll go up to Johnny Gaudreau, but that puck is going to go right on Sorokin, who plays... Oh, my... Kent Johnson. Gaudreau gets leveled there in the offensive zone. Boqvist now stepping up. Horvat, can we just full forecheck here? Bunting now gets into the zone, but not further than Casey Middlestad, who I called out for being quiet. A big hit there, though. Chinikov is going to get it in. It's on Sorokin. He's going to freeze it, and we get a chance to regroup here. I wanted to kind of, you know, I want to make sure that we can get our strategies right, but a huge hit there. Chinikov does pick it up. Beauvillier waiting there on the line. I wonder what that camera angle was supposed to be. I don't mind seeing new replay camera angles because they can do anything with the replay camera angles because there's no, like, physical restrictions. So I'd like to see them be a little bit more creative with replay camera angles. I think that would really help and give you some more details that you need. Oh my god, this is my least favorite thing when they just when the AI rags it. It's just the worst. It's just, dude, EA, come on, dude. Pajot gets it into the zone. Pajot dangles. What a save from Askarov. And okay, now that we have the puck, we need to keep it. Casey Middlestat, he's exhaust Casey, dude. Pullock gets it up to Lee. They get into the zone with Wahlstrom. A good, oh god, no, please, I can't get to the puck. Beauvillier gets nudged. The one-timer, Askarov passes it out to Boqvist. Over to Middlestat, up to Chinikov. Chinikov is, they're exhausted. Can we go to Middlestat? We can, we shoot low. The glove makes the save, and it goes to the corner where Pullock picks it up. He's gonna get trapped on his own net. Can we get the poke check in, please? Oh my god, we can't get the poke in, and now they get it out, and there's Wahlstrom. We're gonna nudge the puck there. Severson gets taken down. That's a penalty. We got a chance now. Middlestat, get rid of it. There we go. We got a 2-on-1. Fantilli's in. Marchenko over to Fantilli. What a save there by Sorokin. We're going to go over to Severson. The clapper. The rebound's there. The shot. And it's a power play. Okay, I'm calling a timeout. We need to absolutely make sure our guys are fully rested for this one. Although, I bet you Kent Johnson and the boys are fully rested. Yeah, that first line is fully rested. I don't need, well, it's not fully rested, but I don't need to make that timeout call because I don't want to give them, you know, they got Pullock who's exhausted. He's probably going to be out there for them. And we win the faceoff. It's going to be massive. There we go. Marchenko wins the faceoff. We have full pressure. Shoots. A save there by Sorokin. Goudreau now. We go down low. There we go. We get Laine. Laine skips around one. Laine in front. Shoots. Sorokin makes the save. He's going to pass that out. We've got full pressure, so that's a bad idea. Johnny Goudreau forces them to make that play. He picks it up. Back door, and there is Kent Johnson from Johnny Goudreau, and we have tied it. A bad decision from Sorokin to play that puck out, but a great teamwork effort from Laine and Goudreau along the boards to keep it in. Goudreau comes away with it, and then there is Kent Johnson wide open on the back door. Puck on a string, tape to tape, you name it. That's a huge, huge goal for us. And there's only, what, 5 minutes, 5:36 to go in this one. This is a tight game. We need to win it. Dobson now with the puck. And Severson steps up on Engvall. I missed the check. They go back to Dobson. Dobson goes... Oh, my God. Askarov, you need to... Don't do the heartbreaker celebrate. What are you doing, Cizikas? What is that celebration? And I mean, as it stands right now, we're getting eliminated. I need to score a goal. We're down by 1 with 4:50 to go. A terrible, terrible play by Askarov. We lose another face-off. Cizikas now. Oh my god, how do we not pick that puck up? There we go. Severson picks it up now. We go up to Johnny Goudreau. Johnny Goudreau. Drop pass to Kent Johnson. Kent Johnson on the back doors. There he is! Johnny Goudreau, close quarters, and we have tied it! It is a back and forth affair here in the third period. 3 goals in the span of 3 minutes, and we have tied it. What a period this is. And he just sneaks in, sneaks it behind the pads, gets behind the defense, and Johnny Goudreau is one of the best point getters right now in the post. This is one that we absolutely need to do. Let's see if we can get the tie-up on Barzal. Kent Johnson does get the tie-up. There we go. We get to start with the puck. That's massive. Johnny Goudreau getting into the zone. We'll go down low. Over to Kent Johnson. Kent Johnson over to Laine. Laine, I don't know why you're not looking at the net. He shoots. The puck is there for the rebound. Dobson picks it up, though. Bo Horvat is going to circle around with it. It's stopped by Kent Johnson. Beautiful. Laine gets in. We'll dangle a little bit. Beauvillier, fortunate to get the... Oh, come on, man. You know I wasn't trying to go for a hit there. I had just had the puck. Jirasek, good poke check, though, on Bo Horvat. He finds Romanov. The puck is blocked. It's in front. Line, get that out. Middlestat now with 17 seconds to go. We'll go over to Beauvillier. Beauvillier in front. Oh, man, and I tried to saucer it instead of just going for a regular pass. Severson now steps up. Bunting into Horvat. Horvat. Middlestat just gets it out. 3, 2, 1. And we are heading into overtime. Oh, my God. This is crazy. A huge goal from Gaudreau, and I almost had it again on the last one, but I tried to saucer it. I got a little too cute. Maybe the pressure got to me, but it's anybody's game now in overtime. Next goal decides our fate. We either play 6 or we're going home. Kent Johnson loses the faceoff yet again to Barzal. Pollock now. I'm going to just see if I can get him to... There we go. That's good defense. We'll go to Boqvist. We'll go over to Johnson. Johnson up to Gaudreau. Gaudreau into the zone. Gaudreau fires that low. Oh, the puck squeaks out. Line wasn't able to get there. Pellick now with the puck. Finds Pollock. Over to Bunting. Bunting gets it knocked off, but gets it right back. He loses it again. A block from Boqvist and a good reaction save there from Askarov. Kent Johnson gets in. Line shoots. Oh, man, that would have been nice to get just a snipe to go. We'll take the shot. Miss the net. Boqvist now shoots yet again. It's blocked. It's Islanders hockey, baby. Pellick now with the puck. Oh, and a bad step by Boqvist. We got to get on our horse and get back. Boqvist now. The one-timer. Oh, my God. And that's it. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. We are going to get eliminated in this one off of that goal. That's the goal. The puck goes off of Orensky. He blocks it, and then immediately reaction time, 0-0. Michael Bunting just bats this thing out of the air, and it goes between... Askarov isn't even... Like, come on, man. You got to be in the butter. What are you doing? You see the puck. Get in the butterfly. You're giving him the whole 5-hole to smack it home. And that is that. That's all she wrote. And that is another playoff exit. And this time we made it one further round, but it's just, we got to get better. And I'm not sure where we get better. You know, do we continue to let these guys grow? Do I need to get some more elite talent for the second line? The defense, I mean, the defense, it's good. It's not great. Do we move on from somebody here? I mean, Jirasek is going to get better. Rensfeldt is going to get better. He was kind of a non-factor in this one, in this postseason. Still has yet to register a point in the postseason, but Askarov, I can't really blame him for this. I mean, offense didn't show up. We just kind of got goalied in this one, and it's unfortunate, but that is what it is. That's all she wrote. We have to fire our coach, but that doesn't mean we're done with the wheel. So I'm going to jump over to the wheel, and we can see what our other challenge is now that we have to fire our coach. So here we go at the wheel yet again. What challenge are we facing this time? So our coach will be fired, but what is the next option? 80% chance of not wanting an extension, and this will extend into players that have a contract expiring not only this year, but probably next year. So all expiring, Casey Middlestat is a guy, Boone Jenner, Peak, Tessier, Foudy are all guys that could fit this criteria. So let's see, who's it going to be? Who might not want a contract extension? It's going to be Harvey Pinard. Raphael Harvey Pinard has got an 80% chance of not wanting an extension. So Harvey Pinard, let me take a look here. Yeah, he's got 1.1 million through next season, so he's probably not thinking he wants an extension. I didn't play him much, so I can't really blame him for this one. But we've got to go to Google, and then we got to Google RNG, and we have 1 through 100 again. 1 through 80, he doesn't want an extension. 80 plus, we're safe. It's a 91, we're safe again. Oh my God, I listen, I swear I have the worst luck in the world. But apparently as a manager of the Columbus Blue Jackets, I got great luck. So we do have to fire our coach. I'll do that at the start of the next one. We'll do that in the off-season episode so we can kind of keep in mind what his strategies were and, you know, similar things. But hey, I'd like to hear what you guys say about the coach. What scandal did he get involved in? Why are we firing him? I'd love to hear what the community makes up. You guys are so creative and awesome. So let me know your thoughts about that down in the comment section. We're safe when it comes to Harvey Pinard. If we do want to bring him back, if he might be the answer. But that's all the time I have for this one, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And I will see you guys in the next one.
for all before we fall. This a free for all before we fall. Took some L's, but I guess you can't win them all.